Hello, greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to wish you a good day and to continue to offer guidance, support, and inspiration. It's about personal development. It's very important to continue to cultivate that inner sense of self, for it is about the end of collective karma. We're getting very close to the end of that collective karma, that suffering part of that humanity will be free. And it is about recognizing all the faults, for we are making still little mistakes, but some people are making big mistakes, and so they need to realign, to adjust their behavior. And awakening the great flashes of light that are coming will assist them in becoming aware, and then they will change. So it's about recognizing and transmuting and releasing all the past. It is important to follow our soul purpose, our divine mission. Why did we came here? And no matter what, to remain one with the everlasting love, and to be loving in all circumstances of our life. That means to be very flexible, to know how to react to situation in a kind, polite, peaceful way, to learn to keep our frequency, not to be triggered by the external circumstances. And the card of the day is chopping wood. It means we have to get ready. It's about getting ready so that no matter what happens, we'll be ready. We'll be set. So because it's about focusing on the light of our soul rather than the shadows of our past and the ego. For there is this wounded part of ourselves that we call shadows, illusions from the past, and those are rejected part of ourselves that needs to be recognized and transformed and transmuted. So it is because getting there to the ascension, to the freedom, to the reconnection with our God source is a given. It is a guarantee, but it is all the path along the way that we need to find enjoyment in the process. For today is the 21st day of October of the 21st year of the 21st century. We still have November and December when we have those 21 alignment. So we want to stay centered and focused, to connect to our God self, and it's okay to say no to all of the dark controllers program, and to just say no, just to go to navigate those times, even if it requires certain temporary sacrifice. For we all have a very specific role to play here. And you want to know your role, know your mission, and trust the rest, everything else, to God. For that God is fully capable of handling everything else. And I'm going to pull a few cards for the highest wisdom for the day is the purification. We need to continue this purification. Personally, I'm getting better at discipline and to avoid certain temptation. I'm not all the way there, but it's getting really close. For yesterday, I did something that I wasn't guided to do, but I wanted to do it anyway. So something positive came out of it, but yet it was a waste of time and energy in some sense, because so I'm learning to really follow the guidance. The guidance will always tell you where there is the most joy, the most pleasure, the most prosperity, the most potential. What we need to understand is intuition, to follow. Our intuition to follow. For even telepathy will open up. Telepathy is like connecting to God, the matrix of the divine, and when you send loving and kind thoughts, you can send it just to anyone. For some people will dismiss it because they don't tune to their intuition, but most people will receive it somehow. And so there is no interference when you connect to the divine higher frequencies of source. So it's about learning. Telepathy will transform. We won't need so much electronic very soon because we're still using it, but it's far more exciting to connect to the integrated matrix of the multiverse. It's like but even on the planet we connect to this. We're gonna connect to this telepathic grid, and it's like this. The communication will be far more holographic, far more deep, felt, and so on, rather than going through screens. So this is all happening. What we need to do is the mission. There is a mission that's unfolding before us, and we have to know our role, our mission. We have to find ways to share, to assist the world, to have a mission that is aligned with the service to the ascension and the awakening, to follow your intuition for that, and the outcome will be knowledge. The more we give lucidity, the more we share our light, the more we receive of it. The more love we give, the more love we receive. And the same thing with as we become more courageous, more opportunities will present themselves. So we do not, also when I said, we do not wait for first contact to connect to the galactic planes. We can do it from heart to heart. To just it's like just ask your guides, ask your angels, the archangels, the ascended master to show you those higher planes, even if it's just a glimpse, even if it's like a foretaste of what's going on. But do ask and or check it out. We already go there during our sleep times, but as we become more conscious, the dreams will become more meaningful, although sometimes they're reflecting some wounded past. But we do not wait for first contact to connect to the higher planes, and you can receive it through the heart. And so it is the end of karma, but also with the end of karma, there was this message from Sananda, the Christ, and Mary Magdalene. They said that a lot of relationship, for me, I'm single, so I'm used to be alone for now. But there is a deep relationships that are coming. There is a lot of old relationships that are no longer, the two partners didn't grow, didn't awaken at the same pace and level. So it's like, there is a certain choice that needs to be made for the ultimate soulmate to come in and asks. They said that anybody that has to break up a relationship, the time that the new partner comes in, to ask spirit for emotional and financial support, the time the transition happens. But everybody has to follow their own heart and their own path. But we do have, for me, I know I have there is this person that I'm destined to be with. I have no choice. She has no choice. We're meant to be together. So I just said, Creator, I'm ready now, and I can connect to her telepathically already. Yet love is beyond. But the sacred partnership will assist us in grounding and connecting, and it's like very on a very, very deep level. For when we love God, just because He is God, that's worship. When we love God because He can do something for us, it's a prayer. For it's like this is just the way it is, and so we have to learn to, because what we know of God or what we feel of God is like it's enough to love God just because He is. That's true worship, but He can also do much for us, and it's okay to to ask for our freedom and liberation, as well as to send good thoughts to situation and bring violet fire or white light or golden white light to people and situation, and to send pink light, the pink light of love. For all those who are very interested in sensationalism and catastrophism, they're gonna have their share of that. But for me, it's not my timeline. I'm a simple life that is simple and spiritual will be plenty. I don't need this sensationalism and this. And so it's like a personal choice, but be careful, because the polarized world is going to become extreme. So it's like, do not give in, if you do not nourish that duality part. It would be, I think it is better to stay simple and to stay loving no matter what happened during the day, and remain flexible. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thought I come and send greetings. I'm going to share a few paintings for just the process. This is not quite finished, but it's signed. I signed it. It's like there is this like Mark Roscoe painting, and next to a tree, and then there's this sun, and then there is this little scene here. I'm not really sure how. They're going really, really slow. Those two paintings are not. I started a poem of Baudelaire and also a poem on canvas, but it's not really pretty yet. So this painting is about it's a process also. I'm not even sure. It represents the architecture of the super universe of Orvonton, which is centered in the Milky Way, and then there is the Magellanic Clouds. And there are 10 major sectors. The center is a celestial world that is within the center of the galaxy, and the center planet is called Uversa, and there are 7 clusters of 90 planets each. So I'm going to put the planets. So I'm going to refine. I'm going to refine this. I'm going to refine that. The next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to turn the little dots here that surround it in violet, purple, and then I'm going to put the lines in purple. And then I encapsulated in dark blue, light blue, and black, and then I'm going to put a pink around it. And then I'm going to see what color is needed, but I'm going to refine those clusters. For those are very important because they're anchoring into the human consciousness, this divine architecture, the grand design of what God created through those planes. And I'm the only artist in this world or throughout history that ever touched on those subjects. Those are paintings of cosmology. They're still moving forward. So it shows the super universe in the counterclockwise motion around Uversa, around Paradise. For the 21 satellites of Paradise and the central universe are going clockwise. It takes 2 billion years for one Paradise day. And then it takes 16 billion years for this to go around it. And then there's the outer galaxies that are going clockwise, that are not inhabited. And that's another process. It's still processing. I'm going to refine the Paradise and then the outside, but it's moving forward. And this is about the 7 great families of spirit beings. It's still in construction. Of course, it's not. But those are subjects that I know. I will later on, as soon as I have a studio. There's so much ideas I want to investigate in new paintings, new canvases. But I'm going to wait to be at home and comfortably set up in a studio. So I'm going to sing a song to finish. There was this song that went through my mind, but it's a very feminine song. It's a song of Blondie called Tide is High, but I didn't feel like singing it, so I pulled one a bit random song, and it's a song of the Beatles that comes out. It's a song about the return of the sun. It's called Here Comes the Sun. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, I said, it's all right. Little darling, it's been a cold and lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since I've been here. Here comes the sun, Here comes the sun, I said, it's all right. Little darling, the smiles are returning to your faces. Little darlings, it seems like years since I've been here. Here comes the sun, Here comes the sun, I said, it's all right. Little darling, it feels like ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like ice has since been clear. Here comes the sun, Here comes the sun, I said, it's all right. Here comes the sun, Here comes the sun, I said, it's all right. The sun is returning, for the sun is this magnificent being that gives. It is a manifested presence of divinity, and there is this great flash of light that comes from the Creator through the central sun, through the sun, that will flash into the heart, and everybody will receive it. It's going to be very powerful. Well, I just thought I'd come and say hello today. I'm going to work a little bit on the paintings. And the card of the day is the King of Ariel. It is. I feel it. I know it. It's been announced. I'm ready. It's like it's like really, really nice. What's coming? It's the King of Ariel. It talks about being prosper, stable, gifted and powerful. So we want to find your prosperity, your stability, your gift and your power from within. Ask your Creator always. It's about this alignment with the source. Your projects are unfolding as they should. Professional and financial success. Utilizing well our resources. So we're learning to be efficient in the administration of our resources, but so that we can receive more and to be abundant in resources. So that's all we are wishing for ourselves and for everyone else, and to be free, for that the freedom will pass through this process of internal emotional healing and financial abundance, and for that is part of the process. So I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.